All my life, I have always lived a double life. Growing up, mixed between being white, Mexican, being a cop, being a criminal, being part of the way of the world, and walking with Christ at the same time, it just doesn't work. You have to make that choice. You have to follow Christ. Well, there's been a lot that has changed, especially in the last 6 months. Just recently, I have learned to be obedient to Christ. I have learned to listen to Christ. I have learned to be still in Christ. Just recently, I experienced that my free will has always got me into situations where the Lord has always pulled me out. And just like in Psalms 23, it talked about how the shepherd always protected the sheep. Well, I was always that one sheep that decided to take off. There used to be a lot of storms going on in my head. There was a saying one time that I heard, taking a walk in my shoes is nothing. Just spend 30 seconds in my mind, and that would be really something. So I have learned that walking with Christ, I have so much peace now, so much freedom, and just the sense of security, the sense of just love and just kindness. The storm has stopped. You're at ease. You have so much joy in your life. Even at difficult times, even when there's a storm coming up. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things that still trouble me, but having Christ at my forefront, I still have joy. I still have that peace. It's not like, I'm in survival mode and I'm doing whatever I can and putting Christ in the back seat. You know what I mean? I put Christ in the driver's seat and I sit in the passenger seat, and I make sure that, that I follow his ways, because his ways is the way. It's just like it says, he is the truth, the way, and the light. There's no question about that. But you got to make that choice. And sometimes it's scary, just like in the shadow of valley of death, it's scary. I mean, but if you go beyond that, just like I've always said, for them to be a shadow, there has to be a light behind it. But for you to get to the light, you have to go through that shadow. And times are scary. And I had to make that choice, the way of the world, or to keep my faith stronger in Christ and to be free. We have to choose Christ. We can't choose our flesh. We can't choose the world, but you have to make that choice to follow Christ.